like and subscribe, and you'll have amazing luck for the rest of the week. Animals are quick to pick up some human behaviors, but who would have thought they'd ever ask for our help, especially when they notice their paws and hooves can't go a long way as much as human hands could. Today's video is about such instances where the animals ask us for help. Some can be quite heartbreaking, while others are just too darn cute. You'd shed a tear. Number 1. Man helps mother horse get her trapped baby safe. The dodo. Here's something to make anyone smile after a crappy day. This amazing horse mom was smart enough to know that someone was trying to help and wasn't all that stressed. The natural thing would be for the mother to protect her young ones, yet she didn't attack the man. The mom even gave him a head bow as thanks, Japanese style. So sweet. Number 2. Mother cat calls for help at the door. Honestly, you have to agree with me that cat videos are most probably the cutest thing you could find on the internet. Hello, who man? Could you please help me and my kitties? The simple act of opening the door could have meant the world to this cat and its kittens, who seem to have been fed up with the noises outside. I'm still stuck on how cute these kittens are. Number 3. Crying deer stuck in fence. Rescued by great guy. From a distance, it would seem that the owner had hired this deer to build his fence. What an awful choice of workmanship. I mean, the deer are all hooves when it comes to handiwork. However, this deer is stuck and is asking for help. This is hard to watch. Imagining the pain the deer endured for a significant amount of time before it was rescued. My dumb self would have tried to lift the deer, risking some powerful kicks from the distressed creature. Number 4. Lost baby lamb carried back to his family by runner. It seems like whatever this man's doing in the mountains wasn't the only exercise he was there for. This video in particular reminds me that even in this crazy, negative, war-filled world of ours, there are still amazing, great people out there. The cute little lamb must have been a part of a flock that knew that human beings symbolized help. Look at how it gets so excited when it realizes this man's presence after being lost for God knows how long. Number 5. Rescued cow crying for missing baby reunited. This video is proof that animals indeed have souls. This cow kept mooing hysterically, and no one could understand why until they realized the cause. It seems it missed its baby and just wanted an embrace. Something odd to witness with a cow. The reunion was so emotional as the mom couldn't calm down. I know what you're all thinking. Will they end up at the slaughterhouse? I don't want to think about that either. Number 6. Dog moms ask people to help save their puppies. Isn't motherhood such a beautiful thing? The unconditional love between a mother and child extends to animals as much as it's strong in humans. The rage and urgency this mother dog had while trying to save its pup from drowning in a roadside trench is something else. Of course, she had to get help from a human being to accomplish the rescue mission. It's such a pleasing thing that the person didn't let the dog down, but instead helped her. This is one mutual bond that can never be broken. Number 7. Duck mom quacks to alert rescuers about her trapped babies. There's that moment when you think you lost the person you love the most in this world. Or perhaps you did. It must have been the most heartbreaking experience ever. For this duck, she almost thought she lost her ducklings in a sewer while they were out on a walk. She watched as they fell into the drain one by one. The comforting thing is how she watched the people rescue her kids from a distance and celebrated the victory afterward. Number 8. Troubled polar bear who has a tin can stuck in its mouth asks human for help. The consequences and comprehension of wild animals everywhere are evolving, elevating and expanding the same as our own. They're no longer the witless beasts we've historically known them to be, nor are we. Evidently, this bear was in pain and had endured for a very long time for it to seek help from a longtime rival, a human. It probably wanted a lick of that canned tuna, but got stuck in this case. It must have taken this man a lot of courage to get near it and try to help. After all, it took a team of professionals to rescue the bear. Number 9. hungry koala walks up to couple asking for help. Such a heartbreaking thing to watch as this koala walks towards this couple asking for help. It seems it hasn't eaten for a while due to the wildlife destroying its habitat. It was the case for some of his mates, some of whom didn't make it out alive. Luckily for this koala, it found a temporary, easy way out. Number 10. Respect for such people. Men help monkeys. This video warms my heart. Look at these little guys trying to hold onto a stump as they cuddle onto each other to keep warm. It seems they were victims of a huge water flood that had them swayed deep into the water. Thanks to this good Samaritan, the two have hope of getting to safety. Just watch these cute guys give into the arms of their saviors as they gaze with their bubbly eyes. At least they get another chance at life. Who knows how long they'd be able to hold on. Number 11. King Cobra Dying of Thirst crawled to people asking for help. I had to watch this twice, because how do you garner the courage to face such a vicious beast? As deadly as these slithering, cold-blooded creatures seem to be, cobras tend to shy away from humans, so be sure they'll avoid your path at all costs. This doesn't mean they won't attack you though. Don't you dare provoke them. In this case, however, something rather unusual is seen. The cobra moves towards the humans instead of running away. At first, the men were skeptical of its presence and were ready to harm it. One of them noticed that it wasn't aiming to attack, but was instead drawn to some water. It's at this point that you see them trying to capture it and help it quench its thirst. After feeling pity, if it were you, would you have helped the cobra? Let us know in the comments section below. Number 12. A surprise meeting with a sea turtle asking for help. The last thing you'd expect while diving deep is to bump into a creature asking for help. This diver found it a lovely surprise to bump into a sea turtle requiring his aid. He gladly honored the request. What made this whole interaction wholesome was that he was able to capture it all on his camera. Number 13. Viral. Huge whale shark asking help from Sarawak's fishermen. When would a predator save its prey? It sounds like a 1 in a million chance. In this case, this huge whale shark was in luck, as it wasn't the fisherman's catch of the day. This whale approaches a Sarawak fisherman's boat to ask for help. You can see the fisherman trying his best to get the intertwined rope off the whale. Once the whale was set free, you can see it splash joyously into the water, as if extending gratitude to the men. Absolutely proof that animals are far more intelligent than people give them credit for. Number 14. Mama elephant asks for help from humans to save her calf. Is this an elephant signaling for a lift? I don't think that motorcycle is strong enough to hold you, ma'am. Wait a minute. We can see her signaling the motorist somewhere in the woods. Is this a trap? It's not quite as malicious as you may want to think. As it turns out, it was just a mother's instinct trying to save her calf. Despite the risks involved, she dares to ask humans for help. Once the help arrives at the scene, they discover a calf stuck in a waterhole. Immediately, the men knew what to do. With the little tools they could find, they started digging out the sides of the ditch. You can see the calf trying to pull itself up as the men make their way for it. In the end, it's able to stay clear of trouble. Number 15. Fox cub comes to people for help. I guess this fox couldn't keep his head out of the cookie jar. Or maybe it wanted to look like an astronaut. This one was probably having a crappy day when it found itself hunting in someone's kitchen and mistakenly stumbled on an empty jar after being clumsy. Whatever the case, it seems it didn't like the helmet after all and wanted some help getting it off. After the rescue, he runs a few steps away, turns back as if to say thank you, and then runs off into the woods. I hope he was reunited with his family. Until next time, adios.